Today's Choice Spot, we are having a look at the DC Collectibles Batman Arkham Knight Series 2, figure number 6, Robin. Robin definitely comes with a lot of different accessories. He comes with a shield, a staff, a couple of interchangeable hands, and a batarang. Spin around the side of the box, we've got a picture of Robin there. Spin around the back of the box, the other figures available in Series 2 are Nightwing, Robin, Catwoman, and Commissioner Gordon. All the figures have been sculpted by the folks over at Gentle Giant Studios. And Spot's going to take a break, get this opened up. But when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Batman Arkham Knight, figure number 6, Robin. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Let's go ahead and have a look at Robin's accessories first, then we'll have a look at Robin. First things first, oh, there goes Robin. Getting to properly stand here. He does not come with a display stand, sadly. He does come with a shield, which has the Robin emblem on the front there. It's not a very heavy plastic shield either. It feels relatively light. Also, too, these little connector points. You can see where the outer shield is connected to the middle shield. I would say just be a little careful that these you don't put any pressure on these, that these could snap. But he does come with a shield. And he does also come with a staff. Also has Robin on these. You may not even see it, but there's Robin on the emblem there. You can take the post and you can connect it to the shield like that. He does also come with a longer staff. Also says Robin on there. Very, very small. Some kudos actually to to DC Collectibles, I should say, to make a detail that small. And it's also sculpted too. It's not just like a blob of paint, so really like that. And Robin finally comes with also, I would say a batarang, but a little batarang weapon for Robin. Cast in darker gray, similar color to that, and then they've painted it with silver, which is a nice touch also. It, again, feels almost that same brittle plastic as the shield. It's not brittle, but I would say I'd be very careful that you don't accidentally bend this at all. And rounding out accessories, you've also got a couple of hands. An open palm, actually 2 open palms, and one for specifically holding the batarang. 2, I guess, really for holding the batarang. Let's put it into his hand. There we go. As you can see, like that. And that then brings us to Robin himself. Okay, so feelings about the figure versus feelings about the design. Let's start working on the design first. I like DC Collectibles with what they've done with giving us a Robin because it does look like Robin from the game. I'm not crazy about this design of Robin. That's one little small point. And I can't critique a toy company for giving us something that, for the most part does look a lot like he does in the game. But I'm not crazy about the really big jacked up Robin. I still kind of like the, not that small, but I like the smaller, more pint-sized Robin. I'm not a big fan of this design of Robin. Never have been, really, to be honest. The figure looks good. I'm just not crazy about the design to start off with. The coloring of Robin carries over from this kind of like a cranberry kind of red color. There's a couple of little lighter pink accents there as well. And then he's got the green, and he's got the utility belt color, and he's got the yellow cape. So a lot of Robin-esque characteristics carry over to this design. But he's just a little too big, too bulky for me, for my liking. The figure itself also, I'm not quite sure about his lower torso, but his lower torso seems a little bit too sculpted, if that makes any sense. His torso also sits a little weird. You can angle the torso up, and you can kind of correct the legs to to correct it, but it does seem like he doesn't stand quite right. And I guess having the legs up does not help the extra stuff going on down there. The face is good. Let's bring the camera in, have a look at his face. He once again has the pale skin. It's not as pale as Catwoman, but it does have that paler complexion that I kind of wish it was just a little bit warmer in flesh color. The cape, you can't remove it per se, but you can take the hood, which always seems like it wants to fight you. You can take the hood and you can bring it back. It doesn't really have a nesting spot where the cape hood could sit. So 9 times out of 10, it's easier just to have the hood up. I'm not also crazy about how small the hood is. Like if you're going to make him into a hooded hero, I wish the hood was more predominant. But that's nothing against, not necessarily DC Collectibles. That's just the design of Robin. Utility belt is good. More of a tan on the pockets and gold on the front buckle there. Gold also carries over to the Robin logo crest. Also like that. Again, I don't know. Don't want to pass judgment on the design, but I'm not crazy on the design of this particular Robin, if I could be completely honest. I like the mustard yellow that they've also put on the inside of his cape. His cape is very pliable, no issues whatsoever with the cape. I like that. Just wish the hood was just a little bit bigger. In the way of his posability, it's surprisingly not as restricted as you might think it might be, because you can take your thumb and put it on Robin's face, and you can actually move his head back and forth while still not interrupting the hood, because the hood's not going to really go anywhere no matter what. Shoulders hinge out, no issues there. They can also technically rotate all the way around. Not that you would ever have Robin like that. Swivel point at the bicep area. He has a double hinged elbow. A hinge rotational point in the hand. As you've already seen, he's got that crunch in the upper abdomen area of his torso. Looks like he also has a swivel point, but there's really a lot of utility belt obstructing that from happening. He's got the very fluid ball joint in the upper thigh. Speaking of upper thigh, he's got a cut in the thigh that allows you to swivel. He's got a double hinged knee, which is also, I like that. And a hinge point not only in the foot, a little bit of a pivot, but mostly just a hinge. There are certain designs that, while I love characters, specific characters like Batman, Robin, there are always designs of them out there that I'm not 100% crazy about. I wasn't 100% crazy when it came to the Arkham Asylum design of Batman. For some reason, I really like Arkham Knight's Batman design. It looks a little bit more like comic book to me. Robin, on the other hand, I'm just, to be honest, not super crazy about it. Figure is good. DC Collectibles, again, gives us a really strong interpretation of that figure in plastic treatment. It translates well, though I'm just not, again, crazy about the design. Today's Toy Spot, we were continuing our looks at the DC Collectibles Batman Arkham Knight. This was Series 2, and we're looking today at Robin. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more Toy Spots heading your way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.